Market momentum is super important in trading, but how would you identify market momentum to ensure that you're only going to be trading in its direction? Well, in this video, we're going to showcase an indicator that you can use for exactly that, to identify market momentum. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, let's begin by adding this indicator to our chart. To do that, you're going to go to TradingView, which is the trading platform that I'm going to be using. If you need to sign up, the link for that will be in the video description. Next, you want to load any trading security that you like in any time frame. For me, I'm going to be using the 5-minute time frame of GBP/JPY. And then click on Indicators and type in Momentum Bias Index. This one by Algo Alpha. So this is our indicator. As you can see, it's composed of a red teal histogram and this gray dotted oscillator right here. Whenever this histogram is colored teal, like here, this indicates bullish market momentum. If it changes its color to a darker shade of teal, like this, it indicates a decline of the pre-existing market momentum. This would basically mean that the market trend is about to shift from bullish to bearish, or it could also indicate a market pullback or retracement. On the other hand, whenever this histogram is colored red, like this, it indicates a bearish market momentum. If it changes its color to a darker shade of red, like this, it indicates that the bearish trend could be coming to an end, or it could also indicate a market retracement or pullback. Now, in order to use this indicator to trade, we would need the market momentum to be strong enough to push the price in the direction of our trade. And for that, we're going to be using this gray threshold level. Whenever this histogram is above the gray dotted line, that indicates that the market momentum is strong enough and we can take the trades. We will not take any trades if the histogram is under the dotted line. Simple. Now, to craft a simple strategy out of this indicator, we're gonna need to add one more trading tool to the chart. Open the indicator search tab and type in ADX, this one called Average Directional Index under the technical section. Next, we're gonna add a white horizontal line at the 20 point. To ensure that it's exactly at the 20 point, you're gonna double click on it, then under coordinates, you wanna change the price level to 20. After that, you can also change its color and then click OK. As you probably already know, the ADX, also known as the Average Directional Index, is a directional indicator. It's right there in the name. It's used to identify market direction or trend. This red oscillator, also known as the ADX line, is the one that we're going to be using to identify the trend. Whenever it's above this white horizontal line, that would indicate that the market is trending. It could be an upward or a downward trend. Now, if the ADX line is under the white line, that would indicate a non-trending market. In other words, it would mean that the market is ranging, and we will not be looking to take any positions. Now, let's go back to the settings of the Momentum Bias Index so we can change some settings. We're going to disable the bullish TP signal and the bearish TP signal because we're not going to be needing these options. After that, click OK. Now, while this indicator is wonderful in identifying market momentum, as said earlier, a teal histogram indicates a bullish momentum and a red histogram indicates a bearish momentum. The question you may be asking yourself is,
how can we use it alongside the ADX to take long and short positions?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. But before that, let's talk about the forex broker called Fintura. Now, I've been using Fintura for quite some time. As you can see here, this is my live account on MT4. Yes, MT4 is the trading platform used by Fintura. The reason why I think Fintura is a great broker is because of their low commissions as well as spreads that go as low as 0.0 pips. They also have a maximum leverage of 1 to 500. For those of us who love high leverage. If all of this isn't enough, they're also gonna give you a 100% deposit bonus for all your first deposits of between $100 all the way to $50,000. So if you deposit, say, $5,000, they're gonna give you a bonus of $5,000, giving you a total of $10,000 to trade with. To access the bonus as well as all the other perks, sign up to Fintura using the link in the video description. Now, back to the video. Now, here's a simple and super straightforward example of how you would use this indicator to trade. So if you wanted to take a long position, for example, you would just wait for the ADX line to cross above this white horizontal level to indicate that the market is in a bullish trend. And then, at the time the crossover happens, you would need the histogram of the Momentum Bias Index to be colored bright teal and to also close above this gray dotted oscillator. You would enter your long position here, set your stop loss right under the most recent swing low. For the take profit, you could target either a risk-reward ratio of 1:1, 1:1.5, or 1:2. For me, I'm gonna stick with 1:1.5. Here's another position. As you can see, the red ADX line crossed above the white horizontal level, indicating a trending market. And then looking at the histogram, it was colored red. So in a scenario like this, it was colored red, indicating a bearish market momentum, which means the trending market identified by the ADX crossover was actually a bearish trend. So we're gonna take a short position. Stop loss goes above the most recent swing high. For the take profit, we're gonna target a risk-reward ratio of 1:1.5. Then here, the ADX crossed above the white horizontal level. Looking at the momentum bias index, we can see a histogram bar that closed above the gray dotted oscillator. This was another entry. The ADX crossed above the white horizontal level, and on that crossover, the momentum bias index indicated a strong bearish momentum because this last histogram bar was colored red, indicating a bearish momentum, and it also closed above the dotted oscillator, indicating that it's a strong enough bearish momentum for us to take a short position. Here's another crossover, and the momentum bias index indicated a strong bullish momentum because it was colored teal and it also closed above the dotted oscillator. But looking at this trade, it was actually a losing trade, which is actually okay because no strategy will win 100% of the trades taken. And then here is another ADX crossover, but looking at the momentum bias index, while the crossover histogram was colored red, it actually didn't close above the dotted oscillator, which invalidated this setup. Here is another crossover, but the momentum bias index didn't confirm this signal, so we can't take the trade. Here's another crossover signal, and all these are actually false signals. As you can see, the momentum bias didn't confirm the signal, so we didn't take the trade and we avoided this loss. But here, we had a valid trade. ADX crossed above the white line. At the same time, the momentum bias index was colored teal and it closed above the dotted oscillator. And the same thing happened here. And we can go over and over and over. Now remember, this strategy is a technical strategy, which means you shouldn't expect it to be super profitable forever because markets change. To make a strategy like this even better, you can try adding some price action or smart money concepts. Also, remember to do extensive backtesting and forward testing before committing to trading with your real money. That's been it for this video. I hope you found some value. If you did, hit the like button below and consider subscribing to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you next time.